tools, and more than that, you're going to save yourself hundreds or even thousands of dollars in the long run by buying the best tools from the start. Even Amazon, Lowe's, and Home Depot will not give you the best price on quality tools like you think they will. But my secret tool source can save you at least 70% off their prices, and no, it's not Harbor Freight. So it's my pleasure to introduce you to Ultimate Small Shop, how to set up a complete small workshop on a budget. Now, in this detailed guide, I'll take you by the hand and show you exactly how to set up a fully functional workshop for under $1,000 and do it with very little space. In fact, if you have just 8 by 8 square feet, I promise you can set up a workshop just as great as the $10,000 plus ones the experts use. Inside this 246-page illustrated book, there are 6 modules, one for every area of setting up a home workshop, and this includes module number 1, tool selection. By far the biggest way woodworkers lose money and get discouraged is tool selection. In this module, I'll show you how to determine exactly which tools you need for your woodworking hobby before you start buying, so you'll never blow your hard-earned cash on a tool that just ends up sitting in a box unused. My hand tool only shopping list if your budget is under $500, my power tool and hand tool shopping list if your budget is under $1,000, my secret source for buying tools at huge discounts. I'll show you where to buy them at 40 to 60% off what you'd pay at Home Depot, Lowe's, Amazon, or even Harbor Freight. It's on page 89 of the guide. The 5-second trick that keeps your tools and machines in top working condition. The manufacturers won't tell you this for a reason. My personal Rolodex of suppliers that offers heavily discounted tools, and these suppliers have everything you need from hand tools to power equipment to portable tools and even replacement parts at the lowest prices I've ever seen. Module number 2, space selection. When you're setting up a long-term shop, you don't want to screw this up. Get it wrong and you'll have all sorts of problems, but get it right and your life is going to be so much easier. Here's what you'll discover. Starting on page 11, I'll walk you through all the possible types of home workshop spaces and list the pros and cons of each so you can choose the perfect space for your shop. You'll get ideas and layouts for all sizes of workshops, from the large to the tiny, including setting up a woodworking shop in your garage, basement, attics, home spaces, apartment corners, wherever you want. The one place that's perfect for small workshops, but from what I've seen, very few even consider it. The one part of your home that's very spacious, but is actually the worst area for a shop for 3 very big reasons. Module number 3, shop layouts. Once you have your location picked out and your tools ordered and on the way, the next step is to choose the best woodworking shop layout for your space. Inside this module, you'll discover how to plan and design your workshop to fit nicely in whatever space you have available without sacrificing tools and machines that you really need. I've built woodworking studios in spaces as small as 7 by 7. Perfect shop layouts for spaces that are 10 by 10 or under, and what I call the doorway trick. Using this technique along with a smart layout can make a small space work like a larger one. You'll get detailed floor plans and space-saving layout recommendations for your workshop. It includes machine placement and dividing your workspace effectively for different woodworking tasks. Module number 4, electricity, lighting, and soundproofing. After you have your layout chosen, the next step is to plan these 3 elements around your layout. Inside this module, I'll show you the ins and outs of lighting and electricity for your workshop, including cost, layout, plus my $40.78 solution to superb whole shop lighting. The cheap circuit type that can power almost anything without ever risking blowing a breaker. How to lower all that sound that escapes from your workshop by as much as 70% for under $500. And speaking of noise, I've also included a list of low noise tools to help keep the peace in your home, and altogether, they're only going to set you back about $1,000, and the list goes on. Module number 5, heating, cooling, ventilation, and dust. Don't underestimate how important these issues are. They can mean the difference between working in comfort and working in constant irritation. Some of the highlights in this module include the $3 trick on page 195 that ensures you'll have clean air even without inside to outside ventilation. This trick might even be healthier than having fans in your windows. The exact model of shop vac I recommend to my students. This vac is the best performer for its price. It's really a great value. The best types of heaters for shops that are well insulated and those that are not well insulated, and more. And lastly, module number 6, workshop safety. Maintaining and organizing the overall safety of your shop should be your final step in setting up a small shop. Some of the stuff you'll learn includes the one post-work habit that can prevent 90% of workshop fires, which you'll discover on page 228, 2 tricks to avoid tripping over cables, my 10-item checklist for shop safety, the 4 items that can set your shop on fire faster than you can blink, and many more. This guide represents over 20 years of my woodworking career. It is a result of countless mistakes and lessons learned the hard way being in the trenches of the woodworking industry. This is also the guide I wish I had when I started out as an amateur woodworker. Well, with my guide, you're going to skip all the expensive and maddening mistakes that I made. And the best part is you can set your shop up for far less than it would cost you, even if you do not have a large space. Don't subscribe to the myth that you need a nightmare budget or a second mortgage to set up a proper shop. Here's some of the shops that customers have sent me. Kyle's amazing home workshop for under $900 in total with refurbished tools using my guide. John sent this photo of his new shed shop, which cost him under $500 to set up. Now, beyond the tool list and beyond the shop guide and all the other modules in this book, I'm also giving you 2 free bonuses when you order today. Free bonus number 1, the workshop cheat list. First is my guide titled The Workshop Cheat List, where you'll learn tips and tricks to buy lumber and tools at deep discounts. You'll cut enormous costs on wood, tools, and suppliers with this detailed insider guide. I'll show you a secret method to get free lumber from the stores, how to get 80% off the cost of premium lumber from sawmills, how to get free tools delivered to you every month and you don't have to send them back, how to get 70% plus off retail cost of brand name power tools, and much more. This guide is worth at least $50 given the savings you can make from the information within. But if you take action today, the price is $0. Free bonus number 2, Deal Alert Service. And the second bonus is a free lifetime subscription to my exclusive Deal Alert service. This is a one-of-a-kind service where I notify you of the discounted deals that I find on tools and supplies. By using these alerts, you can save a staggering amount of money on tools. And the thing is, some of these deals only last a day or two, so it's important to act fast when they show up in your email inbox. I could easily charge $10 per month for this service, and just the money you could save with one deal would make that price worth it. Again, you get both of these gifts for free if you order right now on this page today. So to sum it up, when you click the Add to Cart button below, you're going to get the definitive guide to setting up your shop in any space without a nightmare budget, hundreds of pages of pure, no-fluff, step-by-step how-to instructions, advice, strategies, and resources to setting up any type of shop, no matter how tiny your space is. Workshop perfect layouts, tons of layouts from small to large spaces you can copy to maximize your workspace and make your shop much more efficient. Tool selection, price guides, and secret suppliers list. You can discover what tools you actually need and where to buy them at deep, deep discounts. Free bonus number 1, the workshop cheat list, where you'll discover how to cut enormous costs with lumber and tools. And free bonus number 2, the Deal Alert service. Get alerts on discounted deals online. Get instant access. You can download everything immediately after your purchase. You're also going to have the option of getting everything shipped to you in a book in the members area. Now, the regular price for Ultimate Small Shop is $79, but to celebrate my new launch, you're going to get it at a special launch price of only $39. I mean, think about this. If you buy even one tool on Amazon or at your local hardware store this month, you're probably overpaying by much more than $39. I've seen folks spend $500, $800, even $1,000 or more on machines and tools, and they didn't need to just because they didn't know any better. So the small amount you're paying for instant access to Ultimate Small Shop today can pay for itself 100 times over when you're buying essential equipment for your new workshop. Yes, there are other ways you can do this. I mean, you can wing it on your own and set up your own shop. And many of my students come up to me and say, okay, let me just go figure things out. You can certainly try that, but you may end up spending more than you probably should. You can even go online, or worse, get recommendations from salespeople at retail stores. And quite frankly, a lot of their suggestions are just terrible. You're going to get recommended for sponsored tools and even expensive upgrades that you simply don't need. You might overspend on something that you rarely use, but you know what? As bad as losing money is, losing your time is so much worse, because there's no way to get your time back. Time that could be spent working on your next project. Or you can get Ultimate Small Shop and be guided on exactly what tools you really need so you don't waste your hard-earned money, and why do you need each specific tool so you only get the tools required for your project. Where you can buy them at ridiculous prices, discover my secret supplier list, and it also doesn't matter if you don't have a huge space. I've set up shops as small as 7 by 7 feet. You'll discover how to convert even the smallest space to an efficient workshop with ease, and how to improve your current workspace.